just going to start out with like some basic questions.
Okay.
So if you can tell us your name first.
My name is Christopher Mesereau.
And how long have you been a client of United Services?
3 years.
And what is your the town that you reside
North Windham.
in? And how did you get here today?
With the van driver, Lisa Wazel from in Lighthouse.
So that was programs.
That was program, yep.
How long of a trip was it to get up here?
I'll say about a half hour.
So, and also what I'm going to just say now, even though we're on camera, is sometimes I'll ask you questions, and if you can try to sort of, like, how did you get here today?
Okay.
Say, Lisa from the Lighthouse program,
Mm-hmm.
who was a staff person there, brought me, or something like that, so
Yeah.
we can sort of understand the whole
Okay.
thought. So how do you usually get to appointments at United Services?
I take a dollar ride bus,
Okay,
WRTD. And it used to be you didn't have to get 48 hours in advance. Now you have to. And if you're longer than what you're supposed to be, you got to call them back. So if you take a 1 o'clock appointment in the afternoon, you got to be out by 2:30, because you're not out by 2:30, they're gonna leave you. And it used to be $1.50. Now for not disabled people, it's $4 one way and $4 back. If you are disabled, it's $2.50 and one way and $2.50 back. The city bus, it's $1 now for non-disabled people, 50 cents for disabled people, and it's every 2 hours. It used to be every hour. So if you want to take the bus early in the morning, you got to be up by 6, catch a 6 o'clock bus, and you got to wait for 2 hours for it to come back. They don't come back until 8:30. Then they have 3 breaks in between. So if you're not in those 3 breaks, you got to wait till they come back. So if you go to Brooklyn, there's no place for you to. You can't go inside. You got to sit outside, and there's no permanent shelter where you can sit in. You got to sit out in the rain.
Okay, so that actually kind of leads us into issues of safety,
Mm-hmm.
and also if you're out in the weather, that's maybe a health problem.
Yep.
So you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, okay. Like I said, if you go to Brooklyn, you have to be outside. You can't go inside, because I asked one of the bus drivers that drives down, said the reason why they did that, it was because people were sitting in there and it was causing confusion to the people that shop. So in other words, if you shop, people shopping in there, and they wait for their person to come up and wait for them, those people are causing confusions for them, and they don't like to be with the people that take the bus. So there's a big thing. Now the Eastbrook Mall has a place, but being that they're fixing the Eastbrook Mall, they moved it over to the end where Kohl's is until they fix it.
And so what is that like when you're trying to
Well, it was easier when they had it the first time, but now people don't know where the new spot is, and they're missing the bus. So then if there's nobody there to tell them, there's no sign saying, okay, you go down to the front, down by Kohl's. They don't got no sign there. So.
Wow. So, I mean, there must be a lot of areas where riding public transportation is confusing.
Yep.
So do you have other examples of how it's confusing or stressful to rely on public transportation?
Well, the city bus, people don't, if you're disabled, people don't get up to give you a seat, because they got a sign on the city bus that says the front seats are designated for people that have disabilities. Younger people in their sit, and they'd rather sit, and if you are another person with a disability, you got to stand until one of them gets off. And on the dollar ride bus, if you do any shopping, like grocery shopping, you're only allowed 3 bags. And if you have more than 3, they're gonna tell you to get off the bus.
Has that happened to you?
It almost did to me.
So if you can only carry 3 bags onto the bus, what does that mean for someone who
So-
can maybe only get out there?
Yeah, so in other words, if you got a lot of shopping, you're not going to get on the bus. You're only going to get 3 bags. So in other words, if you have a lot of shopping, you're going to have to go maybe about 5 or 6 times before you do all your shopping. And normally people carry these little black things, baskets, like they put all their stuff in that they'd rather do the shopping. And that's when the confusion was. If you take the dollar ride bus, you can